and on we'll go through the wastelands.
Hey guys, Alex here, AG Automotive, and welcome back to another one. Now behind me today we have the 2021 Audi A5 Sportback. What do you guys reckon? But before we get into that, I just want to do a shout out to Audi Auto Central Coast, who were nice enough to let me have a look at this vehicle today. Alright, we'll start at the front now. Audi's changed their front end designs, as you can see. If you can have a look, there's quite nice lines that go up the bonnet there. I think this front end myself looks a little bit futuristic. I like the way Audi's going with it. So we've got the Audi emblem on the front there. Also this sort of black grille there, and you've got your LED daytime running lamps and LED lights there as well. And further down you have your driving lights there too. So what do you guys reckon of the new front end of the A5? Personally, I think they've gone that futuristic look. So the wheels on the Audi, this runs 20-inch wheels, and that's part of the S line, which gives you that upgrade from 19 inches to 20s. Now the ride's not too bad on comfort, but you will feel a lot more bumps than if you had the 19s. So the tyres Audi run are Continental tyres, and they do a really good job of road holding and low noise as well, and helping with the bumps as well. This one's also had the optional sunroof as well, which we'll have a look at a little bit later on. So what do you guys reckon of the slanted rear end? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you prefer the sedan? Drop a comment, be interested to know. I personally like it. I think it's like it's a really nice sporty looking vehicle, this one, and I love how the roof does move, you know, it does drop down there, so it looks like the coupe. I think it's really good. So we'll come around to the back, have a look, and again they've similar sort of story to the front. The lights here look very futuristic to me, and they look really nice. You've got the Audi badge there, A5. You've got 4.5 TFSI Quattro, which is the top of the line one. And if you have a look further down, little diffuser and twin exhausts as well. So overall a nice slanted look, a nice look for the A5. I quite like it. It sort of looks like a two-door, but it's actually a four-door. Alright guys, let's go and check out what's inside. Alright, just having a look at the interior. Now, the door trim. Now, as you can see, pillarless doors, and as well for the back. So I'll just show you that too, so it's pretty cool. Alright, so the door trim. So we've got leather at the top there, got a nice bit of leather there, soft leather there. I like that shiny black plastic bit there as well. You've also got memory seats. Down here you have your window and mirror controls there as well. You do have a boot release and a pocket space, and it does come with some high-vis vests as well, in case you're ever broken down. Also, this one, having the premium package, has the Bang & Olufsen upgraded sound system as well. Alright, if we have a look inside, so you can see down here you've got the S-line placard there, the lighting switch there. If you have a look, nice steering wheel, another S badge. And if you have a look on the seat, another S badge on the seat. Looks quite nice. Alright, let's jump in and have a look. Alright. Now, what do you reckon? What do you reckon of that dash? That dash is awesome. So, let's have a look at that. Alright, now, so we'll start down here. We've got the lighting controls. Obviously you've got auto lighting, or you can obviously turn it on yourself if you like. And you've got a dashboard illumination as well there too. So that's pretty cool. Alright, now, steering wheel. It's quite a nice looking steering wheel. It's not too chunky. I will say it is quite, yeah, thin, and I actually don't mind that, easy to hold on to. On this side you've got your phone and audio controls, and over this side you have the menu controls here, which I'll just show you a couple of things there. Obviously you can see what radio station you're on, any notes, and you can look at your navigation. Now, I just wanted to show you this screen because you can fill up the whole dashboard just about with the satellite navigation. So check this out. Wow. That's awesome. You still get your digital speedo down there, and you can see down there we're in park or in dynamic at the moment. I'll go into that in just a minute. So we've got the auto wipers on the right being European, and the indicators on the left. You do have your paddle shifters up and down there. And under here, if you can see, you do have your radar cruise control as well. So another really good thing, and there's your, you can actually move the steering wheel down and out if you wish to. So another cool thing. So that dash is just, it is unreal, really. It just is. So let's go down, let's go to a few different things. You can have things like what is consuming energy in the car and how much of it. So there's your long-term memory, short-term memory, your consumption at the moment, the date and time. So it's got some, alright, sort of, and you can have reduced display, so you can just have it like black there as well. And you've got your kilometers there, and your tacho there, your fuel up there, and your range in kilometers there too, and you've got the details down below there too. So again, pretty cool. We'll just leave that on the onboard one there. So if we come over to the screen now, Audi's done away, they used to have the rotary dial down in the center console here, but they've gone away with that. So basically what we're looking at here is a big iPad. So a lot of people are used to the touch screens on phones, things like that. So they've actually gone ahead and changed it. And the screen is actually pretty cool if you have a look. It's, yeah, it's got, and we'll go through a few of the features. Now you've got your radio there, which you can click on, and it'll give you what, you know, all that you got, digital radio and FM. We're on FM at the moment. That's fine. So we'll go back to the, and it's really easy to use, and it's really quick and really responsive. So things like media, you've got, if you want to put like a USB in or something like that, you can do so. If we'll just go back there, we got telephone. Now you can connect, it does have wireless Apple CarPlay, but to get Android Auto you do need a cable, a USB cable, USB-C cable to the Android. So that's something you will need for that one. You've got navigation. Again, you can have navigation on here, and you can have navigation on here if you wish. So you could have the whole screen looking like that. So that's pretty cool. This one gives you more of a zoomed in one. This one gives you a bigger one, but if you want to, you can zoom in on this one as well. So we'll just have a look at that now. Check that out. That is really, really cool. We'll go right in to where that one is. So it pretty much mimics that as well. So again, pretty cool what you can do. I really like that. Just sort of wanted to show you those two screens together, which I think is awesome. Now obviously your phone apps, we don't have a phone connected at the moment, but when you do, you get to mirror your phone if you need to. So you can have this screen up if you want, or you can have that screen, or you can have a few other bits and pieces. Now we've got the car, so you can have a look at Audi Drive Select. Pretty much if you want efficiency, comfort, auto, dynamic, we can just go to comfort for now. And you can also change those further down under the dash as well. We'll show you that in a minute. So you've got things like your emergency assists, intelligent coasting, predictive messages, economy tips. You've got your seats, automatic belt tensioner for drivers and passenger. Air conditioning, you can have recirculation or not. Again, you can adjust these things without using the monitor if you wish. So lights and vision, exterior lighting, you go to automatic headlights, obviously medium, late, early, main beam, laser, entry and exit lights as well, rain sensor, wipers again, and lights, parking aid, again it will help you to park, and that's pretty cool. Driver assists, obviously speed warning, adaptive cruise control like I mentioned before. You got distance warning, traffic jam assist, active lane, Audi active lane assist, you can have it on early or late, pre-sense, side assist. So it's got a few of the safety features on it, which I'd say it should have anyway. And then you've got like settings and service as well, so you can adjust a few things there. Steering wheel buttons as well, switch that off. There's a variety of things in this car that you can, you know, tire pressure loss indicator, so you can do that if, yeah. So there's so much to go through in this car, so it's pretty unreal. You got your favorites there as well. So favorites there, settings, again, very similar. You got general, you can settings for the display, head-up display. So display contents always, emergency assist. Now I don't know if you can see, but the head-up display is just here. So I don't know if you can see any details there. I can, doesn't always come up in the, so dynamic, sport, we can configure that. Again, you can configure this to be on sports dials, which are pretty cool, and you can change that again if you want. So that's pretty awesome. So we can go back to the, yeah, we might just leave it on sport because I enjoy that. It's pretty cool. So that's pretty cool there. Yeah, there's just array of features in this car. There's so many of them. You can pretty much have a look at anything you want on this car. Service, maintenance things. So you've got users, help, users, messages, weather. Weather's quite a good one. So we'll just have a look at this and it'll show you what the weather is going to be like, and that's all pretty awesome, to be honest. I like that, how you don't have to, I don't have my phone connected to the car, and it's giving me the weather, and it gives you the 7 days weather as well, so it can give you like 7 days up to next Friday. So pretty cool, isn't it? It is very cool. Messages, if you get them on your phone, if you do have them on your phone, they can come up on there. So again, that's pretty cool. So yeah, all right, so underneath, obviously a nice dashboard. It's really flowing, it really flows quite nicely, like all over, and it's like you've got a big vent, even though these vents don't actually, it's just here and there, but it looks quite nice how it flows there. Little Quattro badge there as well. You've got the glove box there, again, more pocket space on that side. Now further down here you have the air conditioning controls. They've got dual zone climate control. Underneath here you do have a few different buttons, so you can actually switch with this button here, you can switch the display off if you would prefer. Now you've got the corner view for the parking sensors, and you can see there you've got a 360-degree view as well. You've got traction control, stability control, traction control, restricted stability. Just leave that on. You do have use automatic start stop off. You can turn that off or on if you want. Now here's where I was talking about the drive modes. You can select drive by just these buttons here. So if I want to get into auto, it automatically adjusts to the road conditions, or dynamic, or individual, and you can actually choose the drive system how you want it. The engine sound, automatic or pronounced or subdued. So again, that's pretty cool, to be honest. Yeah, so very, very awesome that you can select all these different drive modes. Now further down you do have a USB slot and a 12-volt plug there as well. You also have your engine start stop button here. You've got the twin cup holders with the Audi key there, and you've got the unlock, lock, and you press it twice for the boot. So that's pretty cool. You've got a little storage compartment in there. You do have your audio media volume button there as well, or you can change tracks as well with that, or turn it on and off. Alright, so we come to the gear selector. So you got little park on there, you can see. You've got neutral, reverse, drive. So if I just pull it down, it goes to drive or sport mode. You can put it into sport mode and go up and down the gears yourself if you would wish to. Go into neutral, or you go into reverse. Now, it's got 360-degree cameras, as you can see. The rear view there. If I turn the steering wheel, the lines will move, which is pretty cool. And you can see the back of the bumper there. So I'll just pop it back into park there. Got the handbrake there, and we have the hold for like automatic hold on hills and things like that, which we don't need to use at the moment. Tiny little bit in there. We come into here. We've got a little USB, a mini USB there. There is a wireless phone charger just here, and a little bit of pocket space down the side there. You can move this forward and back. Again, it's you know, yeah, it's quite nice in here, to be honest. It really is. All right, just wanted to show you this. This is the sunroof here, as well as the lighting. You actually just touch these lights. It's like touch screen lights. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, strange. All right, so you've got the two things. You've got the cover, so that's the moonroof cover going back there. And the sunroof as well. And you've got that wind part there as well. Alright, so that's as far as the sunroof does go back. So yeah, it's quite nice cruising around with the sunroof open. Alright guys, let's go and jump in the back and see what the back's like. Alright, so much the same, similar with the door trim at the front, except you just got one power window button there. You don't get all the bits and pieces. There is a tweeter there and a speaker down the bottom there. If you have a look, full leather. Alright, let's jump in and have a look. Alright. Now, being a Sportback, my head is nearly at the roof, if you can see. It's just about touching the roof. This has the optional sunroof, which does make the roof a little bit, the sunroof's got to come back, so the roof will be a little bit lower at the back. But still, I'm 6'1" or 185 centimeters, and my head only just touches it, so I think for round town trips, I would be okay. Alright, so we've got the vents in the back. Again, a nice touch, and you've got a digital display down there as well. Again, you have two USB ports there, or that says charge only for charging phones, and a 12-volt plug there as well as some pocket for magazines or an iPad. Now, if you have a look, you've got the indents in the front seat as well. So if you look at the knee room, it's nearly touching, and leg room's pretty good. Foot room's actually also pretty good in this. I was actually thinking that it would be it wouldn't be very comfortable in here, but in actual fact, it is. So, alright guys. Alright, let's jump out and have a look in the boot. Alright, let's have a look in the boot. Now, this is auto boot, guys. It's pretty cool, eh? Alright, so it's quite deep in here, as you can see. If I put my hand down in there, it gives you an indication of the depth of the boot. So pretty cool. And if you have a look, being the Sportback, the boot opens right the way up, which is really good for loading and unloading. So they've thought of that already. It's a privacy thing there, a privacy mat there, that can be taken out if you wish to. We'll just leave that in there. Now you do have your first aid kit in there as well as this nice A5 rubber mat. If we have a look underneath, pull that up, we do have a 19-inch space saver as well. So again, weight saving, whatnot. You do have a little bit of space there, or storage space. There's your fuses and amplifier and bits and pieces, and there's the red safety arrows there. You can put a couple of things in there, and same on that side. And you've got your tether points there, and there as well. There's a nice LED light to either side at night time. So other than that, I like this chrome piece here for loading bits and pieces in, so you don't scratch the car. Alright guys, let's go and have a look under the bonnet. And there's two buttons here, close and lock. You just close that and it closes down automatically. Alright guys, having a look under the bonnet of the A5. So the A5 runs a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine, and it produces 183 kilowatts of power and 370 newton meters of torque, and that's mated to a 7-speed S-tronic gearbox. Alright guys, let's go for a drive. Alright guys, just going to go for a little drive in the A5, see what I think. So first impressions, these seats, it's like these buttock hugging sort of, you know, hugging seats. They're really nice. They feel really nice, feel comfortable, full leather. They've even got that part there under your knees there. You can move in and out if you want. And yeah, they feel like they hold you in. Feels really, really nice. So vision out the front is really good, except first thing when I look out the window is the rear vision mirror is in my way. Because I'm 6'1" or 185 centimeters, the rear vision mirror is actually in my way when I look straight out the thing. I look, and then I end up looking behind me. So for me, if I was maybe a bit shorter, it might not be so bad, but that's probably one thing I will say for myself, because I'm a bit taller, I notice. The other than that though, the vision straight in front of me is really good. The vision out the back is not the greatest either. Being a Sportback, or if you want to call it like a four-door coupe, it is okay when you're driving around. When you're parking though, you can't really see much what's below the bonnet, what's below the boot. So obviously you do have your reverse camera and sensors there to aid you in that when you are parking and maneuvering. You've got a 360-degree camera system on the car as well, which does a really incredible job, as you saw before. So yeah, I'll just pop it on dynamic. Wow, that's pretty, that's decent power for a 2 litre, decent performance for a 2 litre. It gets along not too bad. I mean, it does weigh a bit with all the technology in the car. But being a 2 litre, it's still got a bit of grunt from it, and we were in dynamic mode then, so it holds the gears longer. Even the steering, I've noticed, from comfort to dynamic has even changed, so it's more direct feel, the dynamic. And the throttle response is instant. When you sort of push it a little bit, it just wants to go. So yeah, it does a really good job. Now I'll just go back to comfort for now, and we'll go into, and now I can feel like steering wheel gets a little bit, I suppose if you want to call it, a little more casual, a little bit more sloppy. It's still good, and it's still, if you push it into a corner, even in comfort mode, but it's a little bit nicer on the suspension, on the throttle response, and the steering as well. So yeah, it seems to go all right. Now the vision out the sides, I think is really, really good. The pillars actually aren't that chunky. I do like it how there's a tweeter in, or a speaker and a tweeter in both sides of the pillars, which I think is great. The mirrors, now the mirrors do a pretty good job. The passenger mirror is flat, so that does an amazing job. I really like the flat mirror. The driver's one, unfortunately, another thing I don't like about it is the curved bit on the side. Now, not to say that you won't like it, it's just something that I've never been that fond of. But it's something I could get used to. It's only a small amount of the mirror that's curved, but it's not something I prefer to have. So if I had flat mirrors on here, I'd probably like this a lot more. Or the mirrors, I should say. Now, the size of the mirrors, they do a pretty good job. They're pretty good for this size car. Maybe a little bigger, but other than that, they do a reasonable job. So it's pretty quiet in here, as you can hear, guys, the road noise. There's not much, is there? It's pretty good, isn't it? So the road noise does a, yeah, it's really sound deadened in here, which is great. So yeah, and you've got a nice display. The display for the air conditioning, guys, is really good. easy to use. Same with the entertainment system, the new touch screen. It's all touch screen and it's very easy to use. It's very touch sensitive, so it's really quick to maneuver through the options you want on the screen, which I think is another good thing. And having the 7-speed S-tronic, it's like a dual clutch, and it changes really quick. So these lightning fast changes. So even at low speed, it still changes quite fast. So yeah, it's really nice and quiet in here, and yeah. But I will say it's got a few USBs. Now, the front USB is a normal USB. The back USBs, however, are micro USBs. Now, I'm not a fan of micro USBs. Obviously, you get them with things like the iPhone a lot of the time, and that's fine. If you have an iPhone, that's great. You can connect your phone wirelessly through Apple CarPlay. Unfortunately though, Android Auto needs a cable. But yeah, I think Audi should have put more bigger cables in here. That's what I'm just shouting out to Audi. You know, that's something maybe you could look at in future cars. But something that I'm not 100% with the these lightning fast small chargers. But other than that, guys, yeah, that's pretty much it. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you've got one, looking at one, just like the car itself. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. All right, thanks, guys.